Hello, welcome to the Invest in Value channel. I am Victor, and I'm going to cover Midland States Bank in this video. This is a mid-sized bank in the Midwest. It is a very interesting bank to me. I found them a couple years ago. I had owned a large bank, JP Morgan, did well with JP Morgan, but felt like it was really at a premium and decided to leave that position and start a position with what I felt was a diamond in the rough, and invested in Midland States Bank. I'd like to take you through my analysis, everything that I know of Midland States Bank, and the reasons why I invested in this regional bank. The three things I look for in an investment is, first, I want to get a discount on that investment. I want to know that I've gotten a good deal, and over time, that particular stock is going to go up in value. Two, I want to know that that company is operated and performing well, and I want to know that it's a good time to buy that investment. Let me tell you more about Midland States Bank, and let's scorecard this bank at the end of this video. So what drew me to this bank is they pay a large dividend, which is nice, but they're growing. They're growing their CAGR, they're growing their loan, the total number of loans. They just have a very good growth rate, and it seems like they're not going to stop. What I like about smaller companies is that their total addressable market, they have more room to grow. If you're dealing with a very large, company, let's say a Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, those guys are so big, just to grow a couple percentage points is massive for them. Where a really small bank, and they grow 10, 15%, and it's something that's kind of normal. Well, I like it as an investor because I can buy them and then they just keep getting larger. They return a really nice dividend back to me. And overall, I've been very happy owning these guys. Now, Midland States over the last 5 years, you could see that it's gone down 25% in price. Now, price is what you pay, value is what you get. That's Warren Buffett, it's not mine. But I bought right here. I bought in the 2000 era. I got out of JP Morgan and bought into Midland States. So if you buy at the right time, you're going to be okay. Looking at the 1 year, not very good, down 5.65%. But again, I bought in certain points where I'm up on this stock, and they're paying more than 4% dividend. So I'm being rewarded two ways. My stock has appreciated in value, and I'm getting a really nice dividend. So I typically like to value companies using free cash flows, but that doesn't fit a bank very well. You need to really value based on book value, and then price earnings valuations. These are valuations that I got to thank another YouTube channel, Cameron Stewart. The guy is brilliant, and I learned this from him. So thank you, Cameron, if you're watching, or if you know of his channel, give him an extra like or comment. And really, the valuation is pretty extensive, but I would tell you that the book and price to earnings valuations, I blend those valuations, get an average, and the average valuation I have for this stock is $33 per share. Their stock price is trading at $28 per share, so it has about a 19% discount on this stock. I'm using a 7% discount rate. Nice and conservative. This is a good bank with a solid balance sheet. The other thing I'll point out is if I take just their dividend and I value the company using their dividend, they value at $27.62, right around where the stock price is. So I think the market really likes the dividend like I do, and they value it at 28 bucks. I value it a little higher. I really like their growth. They had their earnings yesterday. The earnings were super solid. So MSBI grew in 2021 quite well. They grew 12%. Their historical growth rate is 12%. So it's a nice growth rate. And again, when you compare these guys to a big bank, big banks like Wells Fargo, man, they've had a really rough 5 years when it comes to their income statement. JP Morgan's been really good. They've been an awesome big bank, and they're in many different businesses, but these guys have been just a real consistent grower. Love that about them. Their loans increased 25% in 2021. Their earnings growth 37% in 2021, and then a dividend of 4.13. Nice dividend. They can more than afford it. They produce really nice cash flow. They repurchased 205,000 shares. Their price to book is 1.23. So really nice performance in 2021. In 2022, they're off to a good start. Net income of 20.7 million. Their loans increased 24% in Q1. If you compare Q1 22 compared to Q1 in 21, net interest margin is getting better because interest rates are going up. And I am thinking with higher interest rates, banks and anybody who lends money is going to have more net interest margin to work with, be more profitable, grow their top line. All those things are in play, which is why I like being in a regional bank. I also own Ally Financial, if you're familiar with them. They're somewhat of a bank, but they also do a lot of car loans and a lot of variety of loans. MSBI is a pure regional bank. Glad that I own them. My outlook is they have really good growth, for the next, 5 to 10 years. I'm using a growth rate of 10% in earnings, as you saw in my model. And I think they're gonna, once they get a little larger, it'll be harder to grow, but that can change. I look at their financials every quarter and make sure that if any of my variables need change, I do that. Their book value is going to grow next year by 15% and then long-term growth of 5%. There's upside in this stock. I think it's been beaten down along with just about everybody, right? The S&P index, today's April 29th, the very end of April. And I think the S&P index ended up about 14% down year to date. So everybody's taking their lumps here in 2022. MSBI is down with the market, but I think it's a great stock. So scorecarding, MSBI, I think you are getting a discount. Try to pick your spots. As I showed the graph, smaller companies, that are less known, they tend to really go down when the market goes down and really go up when the market rallies. So pick your spots on dips and buy at a really good price. That's one of the reasons I like smaller stocks. And then this bank is very well operated. Their management is, I've listened to a number of earnings calls. They are sharp. They have a very good strategy. They're executing very well. They're just doing a lot of things right. And it is a good time to buy if you pick dips. Don't buy on highs. Try to have a strategy about how much you want to buy over the next, month or 2 months, and try to pick the right days or maybe weeks when stock prices are really down. So this video is for entertainment purposes only. I like to share my experience as I invest in companies. In this case, I own Midland, and I'm not recommending you buy Midland States Bank or any other stock or security. Hope you found my video interesting. So thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. Do me a favor and hit that like button. Consider subscribing to my channel and hit that bell if you want to be notified when I create a new video. Thanks again for watching and good luck investing in 2022.